You tell you're live when folks face you know need something.
Yeah, that's when you know you're live. You're like, hey, what's going on,
All
everybody?
right, it's on the air, so everything you say now can incriminate you.
All right, no more incrimination. We're gonna check. Tim's checking right
And I'm
now
gonna retweet it
before
I'm
I
gonna-
post it.
or retweet it.
Before I hit publish or before I hit post, I want to make sure we are live and in living color.
In living color.
All right, bam, post it. Boom. We are live.
So I'll go over here.
Go to retweet. This was the great part about being live is this ain't no. This is a full blown bad show, bad ass show that we're getting to. They show us, we're posting, reposting to get everybody to go live. So we are live, man. Welcome to Red Sea TV Live. I am Russ. This is Hoke.
Hi.
And man of a million minds, Tim Packard's on the sound back there.
So where's the link before we get into the show? Where's the deal where you sent out? You did on your Facebook? Where's the Red Sea page?
No, it's on my page.
Yeah,
I shared your Facebook post.
Okay.
So
Now I'm gonna do Instagram now.
You mean you shared the Red Sea post?
Yes.
Okay. Let me go check this. Okay, I'm gonna
The
share
last couple
this
days we've
one.
been sharing like tons of different stuff, so I'm just trying to make sure to do one general.
all right, Chris is on his way back. We this weekend got to go see the Spurs and the Mavericks in San Antonio.
Who's we? You had a little group,
It
didn't
was me and Chris, Steph, Gerald, Sheila,
you? Okay.
and we got to go down there. And they left. We left a little early. We left last night about midnight because I could not sleep. So we got back home. They left this morning. So we had a good weekend. The Mavs lost, the Spurs won, but I root for Texas teams.
Right.
So we had a good time. But I realize this. I do want to go to San Antonio and shoot
Yeah.
because I just love that whole downtown where we were
I
at.
shot a couple pickup shots and thought I'd change
Because
there.
you know where we were at, so we were down there. I want to go down there.
Right.
But it did. I got bored. Felt like the game was Sunday night. We went down there Saturday. We had fun, but I'm not. Like I was telling Steph, I feel like I could have been cutting Bad Ranger.
Oh yeah.
12,
I see.
Even though I got my next story ready to go, pretty excited about there. Brian will be filling in for Chris today, what Chris usually does. Can you see us? Oh,
That's
got his
what.
phone.
Yeah,
That's all you got to do. So
So,
Brian's filling in and ask Chris.
so you feel like you could have been working instead of. What'd y'all do?
Yeah.
Like y'all went to some clubs and watched the game, went to a bar and
Well,
watched the
we
game.
went-
What'd you do?
Riverwalk and ate. Then we went down to Waxy's or Twigs or Tricks or whatever the sports bar is right off of the deal and got to watch the Packer game
Right.
and stuff. So we had
Dick's?
a good time. It wasn't Dick's Last Resort. We were off the deal. But we had a good time.
Right.
It's just during the day, I felt like
Yeah.
while waiting for all this, oh man, I could have been doing this, this, and this. We could have been doing this. So I wanted to
You wanted to be.
I wanted to be working on getting Bad Ranger ready. 12 Diamonds released, and I was happy about that. A lot of people watched it and liked it, so I was excited. So
Yeah. So what do you think that is? Does that mean that you're a workaholic now when it comes to the creative stuff?
I don't.
Does that mean that? I mean, what would it take to wow you where you could be in the moment and enjoy that club or
Just
locale?
when we meet, like if we were all going to go out at 6, then
Yeah.
I knew that I had all this time to do this until 6. When I was down there, I knew I couldn't do anything because I had nothing to do. I didn't have my equipment with me. I had my phone, so I was working, I was writing. So. Hey, Chris is watching us live while driving in the
driving.
car, so big shout out to him for
So hopefully there'll be no major mishap on I-35.
no, or he'll
Involving,
be so mad. He'll
somebody
be screwed.
driving and watching TV.
But I don't think it's wowed me. It's not about being.
it's not about being wild or not wild.
No,
It's not
it's
about
just here's my routine. And I love my routine. I get up, I get my workout in. I
Right.
know we're going to come do the live show. I know that we got to do the backyard business before we do the live show. And then after the live show, it's okay, let's Red Sea time.
Right.
And that goes 7 days a week.
Right.
So
Then you work out somewhere in there.
yeah. And I'm trying in the morning time. So that dead time, hey, I don't know if y'all can see that, but no, I didn't mean. Chris just sent me a text saying workaholic, laughed at me, saying workaholic. I meant a creative-aholic.
Yeah, I would say workaholic.
I didn't mean workaholic
would
before
not
he
be
starts.
really. It'd be creative-aholic.
Creative-aholic. So it's like that time that was just spent in a room and stuff. I couldn't do anything.
Changed it.
Hang on, we're having a little technical. We're not having technical difficulty. We're trying to.
What'd you just do?
Did I share the right one?
So what supposed to share it there?
Yeah, I put it. It's up there now. That's good.
Okay.
We're having to learn share stuff.
See, we still have. This is week number 2 of the live show, right? This is the second week.
6th day.
Yeah.
6th day.
We'll
so
get
we're,
it.
we're
We'll
still
get it.
trying to figure out.
We'll get it.
We're still not using the program
Here's the
we want
deal.
to be using.
We'll get it when Chris gets back. Right? When Chris gets back, he'll get it all figured out.
Well, here's what happened. Okay, let's just go ahead and just air all the dirty laundry.
Air it out, Hope.
So we're going to use a different laptop and with a little webcam and then go into the audio and stuff. So the audio we've got figured out.
Works
We
good.
like the audio that we have.
Works good.
So on the Sunday, I took the laptop home. I couldn't get it to boot. Ended up taking something like 8 hours to get it fixed and updated
Right.
and everything else. So by the time that Monday for the show come along, we had to just use this MacBook that we've been using because we couldn't get that laptop to work.
Right.
Blah blah. So then we were going to use a program called Ustream to do the show,
Which we will.
which we eventually will. But the license we have goes to an older one. We need to upgrade to a new one. Blah blah blah. Like it doesn't shoot in HD or it has a problem shooting HD. This whole thing. So we're dealing with that. So basically, what it comes down to is time and money. We need to sit down with our company card
See what we're
and
gonna
order
spend.
the right thing
I
and
agree.
install it and all that kind of stuff.
You're
So
absolutely right.
we've been kind of running it, I would say probably about 60-70% here is what we're doing.
But it's been working, so
But it
we're pretty
works
happy
and
about
people
that.
can watch it. We're
I think
now-
my dad's watching in Chillicothe, Texas today. I'm hoping he's got it figured out. So
So when
if
Chris
you go
gets
to
back,
redseatv.com, you can watch it too.
if Chris is coming here, is he coming here?
Nah, we'll be done by the time he gets here.
I'm just saying, is he coming here? For
Yeah.
So when he gets here,
We'll be able to
we'll
get it
jack
going.
with it.
Yeah.
So maybe sometime this week we'll have the new program.
Quick deal.
Quick deal.
It'll lead into, do you think being in a relationship should be hard? Should be taxing?
Should be taxing? No.
Should be hard to please one another. Do you think being in a relationship should be, and then I go with this because this story on YouTube, on Facebook or Yahoo today was guy gets in his car, drives 60 miles, him and his wife on a road trip. The guy gets in his car, drives 60 miles and forgets that he left her at the petroleum gas station, has to turn around and come back and get her. So at that moment I read that story and I went, that right there was like,
Wow.
oh my God, you're such a beating that when he got in the car and started driving,
Yeah.
he
Just
forgot.
looked it up. After 30 miles, you just keep going.
Yeah, I would figure if you get that far, just might as well go. You know?
So I'm
Next bus.
going to throw out there, should it be tough to
No.
be in a relationship?
Okay, let me say this. I know it should not be tough to be in a relationship, but that don't mean it's sunshine and rainbows either. There are times where it's a little more work than others, but day in, day out, it shouldn't be tough.
What is work?
Well, I mean,
Me
there's-
being a workaholic, but what is work in a relationship?
what I mean by work is compromising to do a little bit of something that would be out of your normal thing to make the other one happy, and vice versa.
So
That's what I mean by
I
work.
do-
I don't mean work as in like
No.
constantly slaving to make the other person happy. Screw that.
I
F
think
that.
it's a definite give and take. It's a definite give and take.
Using you and Steph for an example, just because it's easy.
Right.
There are sometimes I'm sure you go shopping with her and you don't really want to. Not that you don't like shopping, but there's a few times you might, hey, that ain't what I want to do today, but I want to hang with you. I'll make you happy. I'll go.
Yeah, there are
And
times.
conversely, she's probably thought being on set a couple times is a freaking beating.
If she did, she might as well find. If you're watching Stephanie and she ever said that, get the divorce papers ready.
But I'm sure she came along because she wanted to spend the day with you,
To
spend
go.
time with you,
Yeah.
and be part of your life, and she came.
I totally agree with that.
That's what I mean by work.
Yeah.
I don't mean like everyday consume trying to make you
Trying to do
happy. I don't mean that at all.
Well, that's where I was going because it's like, gosh, man, it's such a job to be with. When it becomes a job to be with somebody, when it becomes,
Yeah.
and just that thing made me laugh. That guy driving off, going, "You got 60 miles,"
Yeah.
and went, "Oh, I left my woman
Watch your
and left my
you
woman."
got almost disaster off screen here.
All right, you good? Helen's acting like she's working right now. But that's what I meant. You know, it's that deal of, oh my gosh, dude, it's just not that much. It's just not that hard to do
It
this.
shouldn't be,
It
but
shouldn't
sometimes it is. I've been in the hard relationship myself, and I've been the one that gets tired of it and doesn't do any work, and I've been the one that work trying to make the other one happy.
Yeah.
I've been both.
You've been both sides.
I've been both people.
Yeah. Well,
And I don't really know. I don't really know where I want to go with this. How once you get there, I don't know how you come back from it. That's what I've never figured out.
you mean how to get out of it?
Well, I don't mean get out of the relationship. I mean,
how do you
stop
come
that
back?
cycle?
How
So,
do you come-
if
yeah.
every day I'm trying to make you happy,
Which you should.
that's what I kind of do.
Right,
But anyway, if every day I'm trying to make you happy, and I realize this is just not working for me, I don't know how to.
How do you
kind of correct that? That's a good. What are your thoughts on how do you fix that?
It's habit forming, how you treat people.
Yeah, it's how I
it is.
stop
You
the
said that.
cycle. Hey, Tim, if you couldn't hear me, he says habit forming, how you treat people.
Yeah. But the way you have to stop the cycle is it's got to be that communication. It's got to be, look, I'm doing all this work and getting nothing out of this. You know, when I've got to constantly take care of you and figure out what to do and stuff, and you don't give that back, at some point you got to go. It's like a job. I quit.
Yeah.
Or you have your 90-day evaluation, then you quit. So, or your 4-year evaluation, whatever it is.
Speaking of how you treat people, some folks are thinking the Oscars didn't treat our African American friends
All
very
right.
fairly.
Break the story out, and I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in.
Okay, so I believe it's the second year in a row you have a I think it's an almost all white list of
When was
actors.
12 Years a Slave out? 3?
That's 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so yeah. So all the actors and sporting actors, actresses, what have you, are all white. And I think that's 2 years in a row. And there was a hashtag last year on Twitter, Oscars So White. So anyway, the African American actors and community in Hollywood. Can I say black or African American?
Say black.
Okay,
It's
the
just
black,
too hard.
the black directors and
We got
actors
no
and
race
whatnot
here, so it's black,
are-
white, and brown.
are, hey, I'm proof you can go black and come back. But anyway, so they're saying it's not fair.
And it was Spike Lee.
Spike Lee and Jada Pinkett have both come out and said, hey, maybe all us black folk in Hollywood should just boycott the Oscars.
Right.
I kind of like what Tyler Perry said when I read this morning.
All right.
Tyler Perry's solution was actually really good and really common sense. He said he definitely didn't like that there were no black actors nominated, but he said what he thought the Oscars should do to make the process more open and visible and kind of remove the conspiracy theory element from it is just release who got the most votes. And his example was, instead of wondering and worrying why Straight Outta Compton was left out, show us how many votes it got. So if Revenant had 10,000 and
9,000.
Straight Outta Compton had 9,999,
You know.
the community could see that and go, well, maybe we need to do a better job campaigning for it instead of worrying about it being a conspiracy.
I totally agree with that.
I thought that was an awesome, brilliant solution.
But it doesn't, it's too simple for them. That's too simple of an idea for them to do. I think Hollywood breeds on controversy.
Yes.
That's it. Hollywood breeds on controversy. It don't matter if it's women are underpaid, black actors, white Jewish old men run Hollywood. It don't make a flying hill of beans crap. It is a statue you are getting. Here's my thing. It is a statue these people are coveting. Okay?
Of a white man.
It's a statue of a white man. They're
He's
coveting.
gold. How is he
Yeah.
a white man?
So, but my thing is, it's weird because, like,
He doesn't even have facial
Yeah.
features.
you know, I don't give, yeah, I give two craps when Ride Along 2 is the #1 movie in America of a comedy of two black dudes making some money. I'd be like, dude, way to go.
Congratulations.
Good job, boys.
So you're saying-
you kicked major butt.
Focus more on money and less
No,
on reward.
Well, yeah,
Reward.
we are not just money, but focus on what you love to do and go, golly, the guy that's doing Revenant is a Mexican director.
Yeah.
What's the big freaking deal? This Mexican director's up for best. Is it because he's white? He ain't white, he's Mexican. He's just a white Mexican. Is there black Mexican? This is stupid. I'm telling you right now, it's stupid. We
Well-
have a problem in America with just everybody wanting to be something.
Well, I think America definitely is race obsessed. You know, I don't know.
It's Martin Luther King Day, by the way, and we're talking about race.
You know, well, I think America is race obsessed.
Oh.
I have a friend. I recently made a friend with a guy who was born in South Africa. He's a white South African, and he left in the '90s. He's pretty much my age, and I asked him about race because he came from South Africa. Yeah,
Right.
apartheid, which I found the right way to say is apartheid. We say apartheid. Apartheid. Anyway, so I asked him about race in America compared to like a really horrible apartheid situation he grew up in. He said it's a completely different culture here. He said because the black community here in America has a shared experience of slavery and segregation, things like that. He says in Africa it's completely different. He said there you have tribes and whatnot. That tribes is the right word. They have these different tribes that they've created. Okay, so it's not all like all black people are friends and have a shared experience in Africa. They all hate each other. So
they're all
the Zulus hate the other. So it's not even. He says it's completely apples and oranges the way their racial background is compared to America's.
I wonder if that's got to do with England too, because England seems to be they seem to be more accepting of the races, and I wonder if that's.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
You mean like white Britons are
Yeah.
more accepting of black?
I
Britain?
think their
Not
race,
other countries.
they're not other countries. I'm saying their race.
I don't know.
They don't seem to have so much controversy
Well,
of race. Of course, I don't. I'm just.
Did they have slavery? I don't even know. Did they have slavery?
I don't know.
Well, so they were an empire, and the British Empire had taken over all these countries. They're a very large empire at
Yeah.
one point.
We're going
So
to history,
maybe,
so I'm gonna probably blow this.
Didn't they have the Irish slaves?
yeah, I think they used Irish. I think they didn't need black slaves because they had Irish slaves.
That's how the American slave trade started, was the Irish, and then the African Americans came in after the Irish and Chinese.
Yeah, so I think the Britons just made other white people slaves or something
But
like
I'm
that.
saying we're going back to the deal of
I don't really know. I'm really not educated in this whole
right,
subject.
but we're going
To be
off
honest with you.
we're going off the Oscars, and
So back to the Oscars. Should they boycott? Should they boycott?
dude, you're talking to. I don't care, man. I'm the guy that doesn't give two craps about going to the Oscars, but I would love to have a dream that we had a #1 movie, and no different than Fast and the 8 coming out. And people are like, oh my god, I can't believe he's doing another Fast and the 8. Who gives a crap? It's a movie you'll go see. It's entertaining. You'll make money. You're doing what you love, and I understand the whole recognition of. It's my job.
Yeah.
I'm an actor. I just want the recognition.
I don't even. I'll be honest. I don't know if I even think about race. I don't think about race until somebody brings it up.
It's because we don't care about it.
Yeah.
We kill everybody in Red Sea.
Yeah,
we
Red
kill
Sea,
everybody
right.
and we
That's
use
our
everybody.
motto.
But our deal is, it's not that we don't care about it, because that's going to sound bad. The thing is,
I just don't think about it. I don't mean I
It's
care.
not
I do care
something-
about it. I just don't think about it.
yeah, it's not something I go, oh my gosh, man, we need to use referee Mike because I need a black guy in this scene because he's back in the day, his family was in the slave trade, and I'm like, I don't think about that kind of crap. I go,
No.
Mike is funny, so I'm using referee Mike, and I'm killing him because he's freaking funny.
Right.
I don't know. We're way off track here. I want to talk about the damn football game.
Talk about the football
And
game.
we went off all the way in the race.
Well, the majority of football players are black, so it's kind of a segue.
All right, we'll go there. Yeah, this is perfect. Perfect way to segue that in. How do you let the Packers throw that Hail Mary
Oh God.
when
That
it
was
was the
painful.
same, the way it was done, exactly the same?
They went the length of the field in 2 completions.
Yes,
2 completions went the length of the field,
and then lose the game.
and then lose the game.
So
Which-
let's just go straight into it. You
Yeah.
have Packers. You have
Panthers and Cardinals.
Panthers and Cardinals, Denver and New England. I
Well,
want your picks, even though we're going to start all week talk about it. But
my early pick is I like the Panthers and I like New England. I didn't watch the second half yesterday. At the halftime it was 31-0, and we went to go eat.
they let them come back, man.
And I didn't watch the second half.
Cam Newton cost me my FanDuel.
So then the second half, were they just running out the clock, or did they really just let
they
them come
just
back?
they come back.
Okay.
They just let them start playing. Seattle did great,
Okay.
and then they buckled down on defense, and then they were like, "Oh crap, they're coming back. Let's try it." And they couldn't.
We went to a restaurant. I couldn't see the TV where I was sitting.
So I want to give a big
missed
shout
the
out to
second.
Cam Newton. I might be boycotting Cam Newton for not pulling his weight. I knew I should have went with Tom Brady, who had more points. But, that's just one of them things, just God.
Well, my early pick is I like New England over Denver, just because New England's more complete. It was painful to watch Manning at quarterback. It's painful.
I feel bad for him.
I'm not so sure I couldn't do better than him. At this point.
He's got these little, when he's in the pocket, he's got happy feet. He's like, and he's a great quarterback, but I think New England's going to rip them a new one.
Yeah, and I think the second half aside of Carolina, they've been the most complete team in the playoffs. I mean, they shellacked them that first half. If that team shows up,
Yeah.
I think they can win all of it.
I actually think this is going to be. I think the Cardinals are going to upset them.
You think so?
Oh,
Well, what about Denver, New England?
I think New England's going to kill them.
So you want two road teams to win the championship?
I'm going New England and Arizona,
2 road teams.
and I'm going
It's a
New
bold
England,
pick.
Arizona, and I'm going to go. I want Arizona to win it all for Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, my want is I want Arizona to win it all, just because they haven't won nothing ever, and it'd be nice that they would win.
I truly agree. Totally.
And
agree.
I'm not a big fan of Cam Newton.
I like it. I don't like his antics,
Yeah, that's the antics.
but I do like his
Quarterback, he's fine.
We talked about this last night. People, he named his kid Chosen,
I know.
and I'm gonna go. You know what? I cannot get past that. I can't get past that as a kid growing up.
He's a little Kanye. There's a little bit of too much Kanye in Cam.
Just when
The
they
ego
they
type.
get this so much,
Yeah.
they go. You know what? I am really that. I'm that good of a person.
Yeah, I've
I'm
never
that good in
liked.
life. I'm gonna name my kid Chosen.
I've never liked cocky quarterbacks. I can handle cocky receivers and cocky defensive players. I've never liked cocky quarterbacks. Philip Rivers, one of the things I can't stand about him. That cocky, arrogant.
But off the
Ugh.
field, you listen to him, and this dude's got 8 kids, family man,
I'm sure he's a
big in
nice
the
person.
community, but he on the field is
He's a DICK on the field. I know if I can
Say
say
dick.
it, so I
Say
can say that he's a dick on the field. That's the reason why I don't like.
It's not a bad deal.
I
So today
don't like him.
we have talked relationships.
Relationships,
We've talked black and white in the Oscars.
black and white, and
We've talked sports.
sports.
We have covered the gauntlet today.
If you think about it, they're all about relationships.
All about relationships.
Even the football is all about relationships.
All about relationships. You don't have a good relationship, you're just with your line or your quarterback.
So why does the relationship with the Red Sea work with
With us three,
us three and even beyond?
I
I have my insight why the three of us work.
why is that? 'Cause I'll say mine after you say yours.
Well, I think that you're the go-getter that
Right.
bad, wrong, and different. You'll make something happen. It might be wrong
A lot of the
in
time.
hindsight,
A lot of the time.
but something's happening, and you'll talk to that guy that I don't want to talk to him. You'll go
Right.
talk to that guy,
Right.
and definitely Chris don't want to talk to
No.
nobody. Chris is the kind of he's not conservative like the way he lives. I'm talking about the way his thinking is. He's kind of conservative. He's good with money. He's good with numbers. He can give me all this stuff, and I'll make it all these days work.
Right. Right.
Kind of analytical
Yeah.
in a way.
He's the calm. He's the calm.
And then me, I'm the. I hate talking about myself, so I probably regret whatever I say about myself. I think I'm the one that brings a little structure to the creative side.
I'll go with that.
And like I know some of the film history, I know some of the rules of storytelling, and so when stuff kind of gets all off track and out of whack, I can take it, and kind of reorganize
Right.
it, and make it.
You do the
kinda make
organization.
sense.
You do the
Creative.
organization.
Oh, stop talking. What we got here?
What's up?
What
So we
we got
got the
today?
special today.
Ooh, is that steak fingers?
Yes, steak finger basket with homemade
Oh
brisket
my
gravy,
God!
Texas toast,
Oh my
$8.99 drink.
God!
$8.99 and a drink.
Yes.
That is brisket gravy.
Brisket
Yes,
gravy.
you heard that?
I know what I'm bringing home.
Brisket gravy.
I know
Steak
what I'm bringing
fingers.
home.
Oh my God.
So what
you
kind
guys
of
are-
are these steak fingers? What, is that like a certain kind of
Sirloin.
sirloin?
Ah.
Yeah, we chopped them and hand cut,
Oh
and
my gosh,
tenderized.
that gravy is the bomb diggity.
Now, I want to be rude. My gum over here. I'll put it like
Chef
on the
Sammy
bottom
has
of this
killed it
paper.
again today.
I'm gonna put gum right there.
Oh my gosh.
So you get 2 ounces of gravy or more. This
Yeah.
is what we serve you with. You get seasoned fries. You get 4 or 5, depending on the size.
Oh,
Steak fingers, Texas toast,
Mm.
and a drink for $8.99. If you don't want fries, you can do side salad.
Give me some
salt. So,
Chef Sammy has killed
No,
it
it's
today.
thank
you,
you.
brother.
That's amazing.
Monday special.
That's
Steak
amazing.
finger basket, $8.99. Oh,
That's
my
amazing.
gosh. Let me tell you, you're absolutely right. Back to our deal.
Yeah.
I think Red Sea works so well, and we have such a good relationship. Is we have a common goal. We all want the company to succeed. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to step on your toes. You don't step on Chris's. Chris don't step on mine. But we're able to talk to each other to go, don't do that. And we are a voting company.
Yeah.
Which means if I love my idea that I'm going to do, and it is voted down by Hope and Chris, I will not do it
Right.
because I'm not going to fight it because we had come up a deal with 2-1. You lose, you lose.
Yeah. That's what 2-1. And there have been times where I've been the one, and I'm convinced you're wrong. I might still think
Yeah,
you're wrong
totally agree.
to this day, but I respected it because that's the way it is.
Yeah, and it has worked our way out for me and Hope, the way we want to do it. Chris
Yeah.
gets outvoted. I've been outvoted.
Yep.
But the relationship was we understand that. So there's no,
Can't get mad.
you don't get mad because it's not about liking the person. It's just what's best for the company, and that's the relationship we have.
Yeah.
And we have it here with the backyard too. Same rules. If they don't like it, we're just out of luck. By the way, come see us at the backyard tonight. I don't know what it is, but it's something good. I'm sure.
What is tonight?
Tonight's Monday.
What's tonight?
What's tonight, Brian? Back.
Tonight is NBA and board game night.
We got board games
Board game
all
and
over.
NBA?
Good food. We got the NBA on. So excited about that. But we're gonna get out of here, man, because it's time for us to eat lunch
Yeah.
at the backyard with the steak finger basket for $8.99 with the drink. That's some good gravy.
You know, you want to know why I have a history of being fat? All I can think of is taking one of these steak fingers, wrapping it in this toast, and dunking it in the gravy, and going. I can't.
would say-
That's all I can think about.
Do it.
Hope they think super kind of hot.
Do it.
Let's see here.
Do it.
They do a little bit of this, and just.
Oh, that looks good. Is that good?
Orgasmic. Like you feel that kind of that wave of heat.
Only on
orgasm.
Red Sea Live will you have a food orgasmic show. That
I
we
have
just
food
had,
orgasm.
man. Hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am Russ. That's Hope. Me, the man of a million minds, Tim Packard back there. We'll see. Chris will be with us. We are out of here.
Out of here.